Hey all my crafty friends, welcome to another episode with me, Marquita of Marquita Makes. It is so good to be with you again, back in front of the camera for my typical vlog, which I really enjoy. Now, I have been all over the place as to what my next project would be. Of course it's going to be crochet, because that's what I mainly talk about on my channel, right? A little bit of knitting here and there, or shall we say my attempts to knit. And I'm going to talk about that actually first off in just a second. But today I have lots of fun stuff to talk about, especially mouths. I'm going to have to use a cheat sheet because there were too many with hashtags that I just couldn't get them all straight. But once again, welcome in. And if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for visiting. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. And guess what? We're going to have a giveaway. So if you are a subscriber, you know the routine. We now have a community tab. So there will be a special video posted in the community tab. If you look up when you're on my channel at the top, you can scroll over, see the community tab, click on it, and then you can view what's posted in the community. Sometimes there may be polls, which I haven't done yet, or there'll just be special extras that I've inserted there, and one of those extras will be giveaway post. So I may make a video for it, or I may make a post for it. Either way, that's how you'll enter. You'll enter by leaving comments on the community, under the community tab, whenever there's a giveaway post or video. And you know what? I might even make a poll about that, whether you like to see in a giveaway, see a actual giveaway video or post, but we shall see. First off, I have to say, I don't have it together. As you can see from my previous short, if you've seen it, I keep changing my mind about my next project. But one thing I know for sure is that I want to participate in May the 4th Be With You. Star Wars is one of my most favorite things in life. And so I definitely wanted to work on something Star Wars oriented, and I decided to make a cardigan. There's no pattern, it's just a basic 3-panel adjusted to my size. When I crochet from basically hip to hip is what I do. I crochet a chain from hip to hip, and I work it up to the length that I want, and then I just crochet. It's just something easy and simple because it's relaxing to me. And I just crochet 2 panels, the length of where I would want it to stop. And my cardigans don't really fall off or anything like that, so that just works for my body type. And then when I get ready to seam my back to the front panel, I stop around here, crochet in the round. Oh, but of course I always seam the top, the back, and the front panel together here. That's it. And I just crochet in the round after I've seamed up. That's it. And I'll decide to decrease or increase for bail or a tucked, or that's what I call it, a tucked, like a high decrease cuff. That's just, it's gonna be that simple. It's nothing special. The only reason I'm making it, it's a Grogu green, is because I've always wanted a green cardigan for spring. Never had one. I always end up with some type of beige or cream, and they never feel like spring. And those have always been store-bought, by the way. So I decided, and it's a little bit, I think that's about right. It's a little bit more muted than what you see. It's very vibrant on screen, but I decided this a very long time ago. And so I think while I was working on, I wasn't quite a monogamous crafter. While I was finishing up on my scarf, from my 12 days of yarn, I started up on the back panel. And this is Cascade Yarn. It is Cascade Yarns Hampton. Y'all know I love Pima cotton. It's 70% Pima cotton, and this time 30% linen. So supposedly every time I wash it, it's supposed to get softer and softer and softer. Okay, I'm really excited about that. But that's what I'm gonna do. Just 3 simple panels. if I add buttons, they're probably going to be some Grogu buttons I might find like on Etsy, but I kind of doubt that I'm going to add buttons. But that's all I'm working with. I have about more than 1,200 yards. So it'll probably stop right around my waist. And if you've seen previous episodes, you know I recently bought this Notion bag from Paper Crane. There's a little bit of lint on it. From Paper Crane Yarns when I visited in Calera, Alabama. I do live in Alabama. If you're new to this channel, I live in Florence, Alabama, but I'm originally from Chalkville, Alabama, which is right outside of Birmingham, Alabama. That's where I grew up just about all my life. So excited. And my bag I purchased back when my daughter hosted a giveaway on the channel, Joanne. So I got one for the winner, one for her, and one for me. They were on sale at Joanne's. And the button that you see here, May the 4th be with you, it's actually from Claudia of Crochet Luna. And I will have to list the Etsy shop that I purchased. I love The Mandalorian. That I purchased this pen from. As a matter of fact, Nina loves The Mandalorian too. So this is a really old clip, but I'm going to insert it here. When this pen came in, she got so excited. She wanted to sing the theme song or the music from the intro of The Mandalorian. So check this out. It's hilarious to me. Nina is so funny. But we do, of course, you can't help but to fall in love with Grogu. Can't help it. If you're a Star Wars fan or like Star Wars, I'm not really fanatic about it, but I really do enjoy the whole concept of good always triumphs, you know, and just doing cool stuff. But anyways, if you are a Star Wars fan, do you have a favorite character? I just want to know. Or if you've never seen Star Wars before, I want to know that too. So leave that in the comments below and tell me either one of those if it applies to you. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. And so May the 4th be with you. It will be May the 4th. And so I plan to have this project done by then. I may or may not work on something else in the meantime, because I think I'm pretty much going to fly through this yarn pretty fast. I did not mention the weight of this yarn because I don't think that it was listed. But given that it's 273 yards, it's probably a DK, which is my favorite weight, because especially in the warmer seasons, because it's light. But not so light that it takes forever to get done like fingering does. And I do like working with fingering weight, but let's face it, it takes a long time to finish something with fingering weight. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this Hampton. And I think I had gotten every single hank that was at my local yarn store, because that's where I purchased this. And I got it at a really good deal on sale. And it was so wild because I had been wanting this exact same color for like 2 years. So it was like it was even before The Mandalorian. I wanted to make this project and did not see the right yarn, and I just happened to walk in that particular day, and she had, I think each hank was maybe $7 or less, because I probably had a discount. Blessings. So I'm very happy about it. It's going to get a lot of wear year round, really, not just spring. But this is my main spring project I want to share with you guys. And the next one that I want to share with you was that I'm going to try not to show too much of it because it is a paid for pattern by Kalisha. I love Kalisha so much. She's so sweet and so funny. Oh my goodness, I enjoy her podcast so much. She has a craft cast, the Quirky Monday craft cast, here on YouTube. You can also find her on Instagram as Nadir Tani and possibly Quirky Monday. don't hold me to that, but I will list it below. Be sure to check out the blog as well, because I'll write more about what I'm making, why I choose some of the supplies that I do, where you can find it, and all that in the show notes on the blog. But this is her Just Feel Cozy wrap, which I wish I would have went ahead and made already. But in a way, I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because when I finished my 12 days of yarn and I used the Pearl Soho granny stripe pattern, so much to say, it turned out gorgeous. But on that particular day that I wore it, I was freezing. It was so cold. It was hilariously cold for it to be the first day of spring. And so I was disappointed, and I wasn't dressed properly for it, and the color choices that I had went great with the scarf, but the material is too thin for me to be comfortable. But had I made this, I wouldn't have that issue. So I hate I didn't pull in more of the spring-like colors, but really I don't have very many. I mainly purchase fall colors, so you'll know that if you're a long-time subscriber. If you are new to my channel, those are my colors: corals and fall. Love them. Never really like dark colors unless they're mixed in with pinks and something happier, or cream. But oh, I would have been so cozy, literally so cozy, had I been able to wrap up that particular day. So I'm a bit salty that I didn't do this first, but I do love my scarf. It's so beautiful. I don't know if it's just because of the stitch. I know it's the yarn, but the granny stitch really brought those colors out. It's so pretty. But anyways, to make up for that, I am going to go ahead and start. Yes, because we have lots of rain and it's windy now. Really, it's tornado season here where I live in Florence, Alabama. So I am going to need a wrap, and I have gifted so many of my spring shawls that I think I only have one, and it really doesn't match a lot of my attire. So I will be using minis, but first, and I'll see if I can get this color right. Ooh, ooh, that is bright. But first I want to share the larger yarns that I'll be using. These are lady dye yarns, so you see where I'm headed. They're so spring to me. This is like the bark on the tree. I'm gonna stop. Okay, so first I'm also going to be using a regular skein. So this is a half skein, so it's like a fat mini, and this is a whole skein, lady dye yarns. This one is a single ply, about 200 yards. This one is 400 yards, and this is from the A Different World Club that came out this previous August. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, yes, it's uber soft. Yes, it's almost silent when you squish it. 100% superwash merino. I believe both of them same texture, but of course the single ply is smoother to the touch just here, but working with them, it's going to be the same experience. So I will be using these, and you need almost 2,000 yards for the Just Feel Cozy wrap, and I'm going to do a little crinkling to share the rest of the minis. I'm so excited to share these with you guys. Now I'm holding them in a Vintage Cat. Vintage Cat Creations, I believe, is the name of the Etsy shop. And I love it because this is me. 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 Like, and I say this is me is because they look like me, my mom, my sister, my cousins. This is my family. I mean, this is me. I love this bag so much, and it's about a medium-sized bag. It's handmade. It does come with a handle strap, and it is very well made. This is the inside, and this is my cocoa. I call it my cocoa knit snipper. I only use it to snip my yarns. It's perfect. Can say that probably if I used it for something else, but it has housed. Did you see everything I just pulled out of here? It houses all that yarn. All that yarn. So here we go with the minis. I'm so excited. Okay. what I'm about to show you is from, how do you say, Victoria House Fibers. Here are all the specs. Gorgeous, I know. So gorgeous. But there are 5 minis, and also there's the coral, the pack of coral. So I have already started to wrap them in balls because I don't like how they skein up. I don't like how they skein up on the ball winder. The ball winder is a little bit too wide in my opinion for these small minis, so I just do them by hand. So I haven't started on the scarf yet, and I probably won't until I pretty much get to the very end of this cardigan. We'll see. I'm trying to be monogamous, but we shall see because these colors are gorgeous. So that's the first one from the Victoria House Fibers, and then we have the Nannette Wake Studio, who has one of the softest merino bases. Don't get me wrong, be honest with you, the Victoria, I kind of remember the name of this, the Victoria House Fibers and the Nannette Wake Studio, which I've shared on previous videos. The feel is neck and neck, but what I don't understand is, because one of my favorite blends of nylon is 80 or 85% like these, 85% superwash merinos. This is the Nannette Wake Studio. These are 85-15 superwash merino and nylon, but these are 75-25, and I can feel a little bit more nylon in it, but the softness is the same. They both have a near silent squish to them. They feel amazing, buttery, soft in your hands. I feel so spoiled working with these yarns. I have no idea how I found them. I think I was just on Etsy at some point, but I'm excited about using them. And 2, I am participating in several mails right now using lots of hashtags, and so I'm triple dipping. So for these 2 projects that I'm going to be working on, I'm going to be tagging M1 yarns. I'm cheating because, like I said, there's quite a few. I'm going to be tagging M1 yarns, and I'll list the link to the video before if you want to participate in the mail. Another thing, I typically join mails that are at least 2 months because I know I have a very busy schedule, mom, working full-time, all that good stuff. So I need a little bit more room so as to not feel so intimidated by a deadline. So for the joy, so I don't lose the joy of crafting, check these out that I'm going to mention because they're all more than a month long too. So the M1 mail, it actually started first day of spring because she had one that ended. This one is called teeoffspringmal. Now I have to figure out what type of t-shirt or tank top for teeoffspringmal that I want to do to be included because there will be prizes. But that's for M1 yarns, and the next one is, and it ends in June, but you'll see all that in the video. And the next one is the Love Your Stash Cal, and that's with Cozy Cottage Crochet with Hannah, and I forget when it ends, but I'm gonna post the videos in the show notes. And then you have also the Archive Cal. I have to say Cal because it's knitting and crochet, and that's from Keep Calm and Carry Yarn. I enjoy watching Vivian, the mom, who's a knitter, and Allison, the crocheter, who's the daughter. They have such a fun chat. I really, really enjoy it. If I could ever get my mom into the fiber arts, that's exactly what I would try so hard to get her to do. The mom and daughter duo, or end up being one of my kids when they're older. But anyways, they're using that hashtag archive cal. If it's different, like with 2022 on the end, all that will be in the show notes for all the specifics. But I am very excited about triple dipping in those. So for the archive, they want you to go to your queue, whether it be Etsy, Ravelry, or whatever is in your pattern library, and make something, a pattern that you've just, you've had for forever. Make something. And so when you're done, you share it. And I chose the granny stripe scarf for the my archive cal. But of course, I might pick up another one and enter that as well. And then the M1 yarns, I have to figure out the tee that I want to do, or tank top. I'm leaning more toward a tank top that I want to do. And Love Your Stash cal, it's anything. So like all my yarns are from last year or previously that I'm working on, because I'm working from my stash. So I'm enjoying it. Triple dipping, and I feel like I'm getting so much accomplished. But that's what I am seeing, where I'm seeing myself on future projects right now, partially almost already, in the makes. But if some more come up, I'm definitely going to share it with you guys, and probably on the community tab. And as I mentioned, be sure to check out the community tab for the giveaway. I do have some more projects in mind that I don't need to think about right now, but I want to share them with you anyways. So, and then I'm going to get off. Ooh, after I share something else. But I really saw, like I say I really saw, and I'm going to explain what I mean. I've noticed in years past for my archive that I would want to make the Lost in Time shawl. Some of you may be familiar with it. I'll put a picture of it right here. But I really didn't have the urge to make it until I saw this. Wow. That is what draws me to crochet. And crochet is so different from knitting, in my opinion. I love the textures that are achieved in knitting, but there's just something about that look to me that really appeals to me, and I only see it with crochet. So my heart is always going to be towards crochet. With knitting, I don't enjoy the process of knitting. I have figured out what I'm doing wrong, and I'm realizing I'm not doing anything wrong. I appreciate so much Tara of Yoki Bees. She sent me a video. Thank you, Tara. You sent me a video, and it was very helpful, and I've watched several videos, and my hands are doing what other people are doing, but I don't like the way that it feels in my hand. I am more comfortable doing I am more comfortable throwing than I am flicking, but I can flick. I just don't enjoy the process of knitting right now in my life as much as I like crochet. So I will still tinker around with it, but I have made a scarf, and I didn't enjoy it as much as crochet when I made it, but I have made a scarf. It is held up very well. I made it for my daughter. It's pretty, but that extra something that I see, and I can't quite put my finger on it, with crochet, like in my granny stripe, the Pearl Soho granny stripe scarf, that's just me. And I think my daughters even notice it. Like, they notice there's a difference in what I like to wear, what really attracts me. There's just the look of crochet, it really appeals to me, and the way to crochet, it really appeals and comforts me much more than knitting. And so you won't see very much knitting. I thought I would really get into it, but it's just not my favorite thing to do. But I will tinker around, and if I make something else, I will share it with you guys. But I am so excited about these new makes. I really want to make that Lost in Time shawl after seeing the specific colors. I think I have a yarn that it will look great in, but I need to take my time. Now, one more thing I want to share with you guys today. I'm not sponsored by anybody, but I have allergies like most of us, and it is springtime, and Instagram got me again. And they shared with me the Beekeeper's Naturals, and this is what got me, because I've always been into health foods. I'm not as health conscious as I used to be, but because of my dietary restrictions, and I've learned that there are ways around my dietary restrictions too with probiotics. But either way, I'm always looking for supplements and things that, you know, just give me that extra added boost or vitamin that might be missing from my diet, or I just might be deficient. And especially like being a brown skin person, you're just going to be deficient in vitamin D. We just can't get enough of it. And that's what caught my eye with this. So it is a lozenge, not a cough drop. It's a lozenge. It's ginger lemon flavored. It has bee pollen. That's what the propolis is, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. But it has bee pollen. It has ginger root, which is great for your tummy because I have tummy issues. It has about a quarter amount of zinc from one lozenge, and it has 188% of vitamin D3, which is the best vitamin D that you can get. So I really need that. The only sugar that it has comes from the honey, and it only has 1 gram of sugar per lozenge. So that's 3 grams of calories. So excuse me, that's 10 calories, 3 grams of carbohydrates. Thought that was amazing. And I'll just go ahead and tell you the rest of the ingredients are chicory root fiber, tapioca sugar, and that's what keeps the sugar down low. When I say sugar low, I'm meaning natural sugars. And then there's honey and ginger extract, lemon extract, and citric acid. And yes, I can tell a difference in my mood because vitamin D3 is the happy vitamin. I am not sponsored. I am not a doctor. I do not claim that you will benefit in any way from this. This is just my experience from taking different supplements over the years for different various needs that I have, mainly because of my digestion. I just thought these were awesome. These are awesome for me. So whenever I find something good, like it says, it supports the immune system. That's what vitamin D3 does. It does soothe your throat. But I haven't had a scratchy throat. Haven't had much mucus. Anyways, honey's great if you have allergy issues. It is better to buy local, they say, but this is awesome. So of course, honey's the #1 ingredient in it. Y'all love these, and I like these so much that I got the subscription. So, and other than my Eternal Water, this is the only other subscription I have because I know my children are going to benefit from it, and I will too. I'm not sponsored. I'm not a doctor. I'm not diagnosing anything, but I just wanted to share because I think it's really awesome. And whenever someone has something good and it's working for them, I like people to tell me. So I don't know if you're that type of person, but I am, because you just never know unless you try it. So anyways, they're yummy. They're delicious. They don't have menthol or anything, so it's not like that soothing Ricola type feel to your throat. It's just a lozenge, and it doesn't do like that whole coating thing. It's nothing like that. It's just a lozenge, and I love it. It's really good. Make sure my kids have some too, and I thought it was reasonably priced for what it is too. But anyways, I wanted to share, and that's actually all I want to share, except I didn't mention that the yarns that I purchased, they did, like, Victoria sent teas. She sent teas and her card and also a really pretty stitch marker. I forgot to share that. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at it. Isn't it pretty? Oh, she didn't have to do that. So Victoria, I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, thank you so much. Your yarns are beautiful. Nannette, if you're watching, oh, I love your yarns so much. They're beautiful. They're both equally gorgeous. Color, oh, y'all can have all my money. Ooh, I didn't know there was a coupon code on the back. But anyways, the tea was red raspberry. And I really do enjoy summer, springtime teas this time of the year. So anyways, that is all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you have enjoyed. watching another vlog with me and catching up with you. And as I mentioned before, be sure to check the community tab for the giveaway prizes. I've enjoyed you guys so much. My kids are really quiet, and dinner in the Instapot should be ready by now. So I'm going to go check on that. But you guys have a great evening. I hope you have a great week. I say that because it's always good to look towards something hopeful in the future. And I do hope that you're taking care of yourselves. I crochet because it relaxes me so very much. Sometimes I even play like the audio for my Bible and while I crochet, and I feel great when I do. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, a great week. You're taking care of yourselves, and I hope to see you again in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.